Ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for you today. Do you like big damage? Huh? Do you like massive, big, juicy damage? Do you like big buttons? Yes, big, long-reaching buttons. Do you like big, black samurai vampires? Oddly specific, but hey, I don't judge you. Then you, ladies and gentlemen, should play Nagoriyuki. What is going on? It's your boy Grandmastaj, and welcome to my awkwardly named Should You Play series, where I go over every single character in Guilty Gear Strive, their strengths, their weaknesses, and their playstyles, so that you can have a better time picking on which character you should play. Nagoriyuki is a character that specializes heavily in a very hot and cold playstyle. He can either rush down the opponent with some overwhelming pressure and a very fast play style of play, or he can play a very slow and methodical neutral-based game and take control of the screen with his ginormous normals. The most interesting and subsequently polarizing part of Nago's gameplay is that you have to manage that little thing at the bottom there called the blood gauge, and if you don't manage it properly and just decide to go ham, well, it's not too great. If you end up going into what's known as a blood rage mode, well, sure, you get access to the longest normals in the entire game, but you lose about half your health and also have access to none of your special moves. Nago is packing some major damage. Yes, that is right. If he hits you, it is gonna hurt, folks. And it doesn't matter if you're Potemkin, it doesn't matter if you're Chip. Everybody's health bar is getting absolutely deleted with this guy. Not only that, but he's rocking some incredible buttons. Both 5H and 2H are both disjointed. That means they do not have a hurt box on them, so you can just throw them out all freely and willy-nilly, covering a bunch of space. And his 2S is super fast and incredibly good reaching poke. And his 5K is an incredibly decent poke, and 5P, I mean, this boy his buttons are incredible. Not only is he packing some weight, but when he's up in your face, you're gonna realize he's packing some girth too. He has an incredible frame trap game that leads him to some massive damage, and then makes your opponent really scared to press a button. And then once they're scared, you can just command grab them. So he plays a very strong strike show mix-up. That all just leads into some massive damage. Not only that, but his normals get stronger the more blood he has. Yes, some big boy damage. That includes his command grab too, so he is just a terrifying threat. Once he has some resources to spend, oh boy, you best believe this boy can get moving. Using Fukyo, he can drift basically almost full screen in one drift, and then his freaking Beyblade, I mean, boy, he has some speed on him. Not only that, but his anti-airs are amazing. I mean, 5P, 5K, all function pretty decently as anti-airs. But not only that, his 6P is top notch, top class. 2H, of course, come on, the big god button, and even 5 or jump D for all those pesky super jumpers like Faust and Chip. You can just sort of pink him out of the sky, you know, and like in the corner it causes his wall bounce, and it's just super nice and whew. But gotta say, my boy's not perfect. So we gotta go over his weaknesses. Weakness number 1, he is a big fat boy. Okay, he's a really big fat boy. If you don't have any resources to use Fukyo, if you're really high on blood, then you are just stuck to walking and jumping. And that's just about it. Big man has no double jumps. He has no air dashes. He has no dash. He does have a back dash, which is nice, but golly, my boy cannot move anywhere. Not only that, but his super jump is a 10-frame startup. 10 frames. I think the regular super jump, like frame startup, is about, if I'm not mistaken, like 5 frames or something like that. He's double that. It's ridiculous. Homie's doing squats. I mean, yeah, I know, like, I know your freaking legs are really big, bro, and you never miss squat day, but golly, do you really have to do squat day in the middle of a match? Please, man, just get off the ground. It's actually really bad for him, because in some situations where super jumping out of pressure is very good, for example, with Grandmastaj swords, Nago can't do it because he's too slow and too fat. We've went over this before, but Blood Rage just punishes you way too heavily. Just way too heavily. And this might not be an issue if you don't, you know, screw up. But, like, hey, your opponent can burst your combos. So if you do a combo that's gonna kill and it goes and makes you into blood rage, and then they burst, like, then you die, and it's just not that great, man, because it's like you lose access to all your special moves. You know, your opponent can freaking punish you as soon as you're out. Like, they have about 1,000 years to punish you, so that half health damage actually kills you because it's the half health on top of whatever combo they're doing. It's too much. And while blood gauge is not the worst thing in the world to manage, it is super hard to manage when you're in like super high stress situations. Like, say you're fighting Mei, say you're fighting Rand, say you're fighting Chip, say you're fighting Soul. Say you get a hit and you're like, oh snap, I got a hit, I want to go in, I want to get in, and then you overextend, and then bang, you go into blood rage. You lose all your momentum, you lose all your health, and then you die. It sucks. Some characters you 100% want to look out for is Axel Low. Now, Axel's not too bad as a matchup. I personally think that it's like a 5-5 matchup, but if you're not used to it, then it'll definitely be difficult at first. Once you understand how to get in on Axel and how to get past his chains and all that stuff, then the matchup actually becomes much easier. Chip can you Zan off these nuts? Holy cow, he is so fast. I mean, it is so difficult for Nago to lock this fool down. He is just too fast, too mobile. You basically are just like kind of swinging at a fly with a sledgehammer. Yeah, sure, if you hit the fly is not gonna bother you anymore, but like, it's just so annoying. This matchup is so annoying. Faust is another one of those matchups where technically Nago beats, kind of, or even goes even with, but Faust can just keep you at a distance. He can throw a bunch of crap at you, and if you're not used to the matchup, you're gonna definitely struggle. And Zato's a perfect example as to where that super jump situation can really use some fixing, because you cannot jump out of Zato's crap. Little Eddie will just lock you down forever. You have no mobility, you have no way of getting past things. You just have to kind of swing at him and hopefully one of your hits connect, and it's just, the matchup's not fun. And of course, with all that being said, I think Nago is super strong. I mean, Big Homie does a bazooka metric fudge tons worth of damage, right? He will end you in 2 combos most of the time, which is ridiculous. And I mean, his mix-up game is super duper strong. Personally, I would put him as an S- or an A+ tier character. He has the potential to be top 5, definitely top 6 or 7 even. And yeah, I mean, if you like the character, definitely give him a try. Trust me, even though the blood gauge might seem complicated at first, once you get a decent grasp on how to manage it and how to, and what combos do what, it'll be easier over time. It'll definitely get easier over time. I think it's 100% worth putting your time investment into this character, especially if you like him. If you like any character in this game, put time into them if they are fun to you, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to play a video game. We're all just trying to have fun. That is going to do it for your boy, guys. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And hey, I stream at twitch.tv/GrandmastajJ. I might be live right now. Typically, I am once I upload a video, or I will upload a notification video at the, the time that I'm live with mismatches. Anyways, hope to see you guys there. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.